Yes. Turn that down. What's going on, Money Flow Gang? Hopefully you can hear me, man. Let me know on YouTube. What's up? Getting a little echo. Let me turn this down. Not sure why it's doing that. Market is ripping, man. Yes. Boy, I knew this was coming too. Why? Because everybody was so negative. Bunch of little bitches. You see, you got me, Gerald. I hope all is well with you. Appreciate you, Danny. Everybody was so negative that I had to be positive. I post this thing. I don't know if I put it on my story. It said 60-some% of it where people were bearish on the stock market. That means we're going up because most people are wrong. Anytime most people agree, you know they don't know what's up, man, because the market always fools the masses. Anyway, you should always be bullish, by the way. I'm not talking about trading. I'm talking about just when it comes to the stock market. Always be bullish, man. Now, trading, I say you can be short and bullish. You're like, what do you mean? I mean, I got some shorts on and I'm buying some longs. I'm always bullish. All right, so we got the S&P 500 trying to push up here. I've still got my shorts on. Those are hedges. We got to give them a minute. I mean, we haven't had a complete breakout. We really don't have a crossover yet, but we got a lot of stocks are breaking out right now, man. So, but everything's looking very bullish on the S&P. TSI's crossed over. MACD histogram is ticking to the upside, which means we're about to get a MACD crossover right there. Stochastics broke out. So all the technical indicators are pointing higher right now. A lot of stocks have been breaking out. We were talking about this in Discord last week that so many sweet setups were setting up, man. Everything from Kohl's, one of our new stocks that's breaking out, started right here. Here's our stage one. If you remember on this, we started buying Kohl's, 3-4 months ago? Back over and has it been all the way? I have to go back and look. And I've just been picking up these stage ones, man. Starts to run, comes back down. Good. Let's pick up some more. Hopefully it'll do this for a while before it runs and gets back up into the 40 range. So let's see. What's up, Budget Dog? So yeah, we got breakouts across the board, man. We've got a lot of good stuff going. We got BX breaking out today. That's one we've been tracking. I do want to cover, I won't go too long today. It's carnival season. Mardi Gras starts today, man. It's time to party, man. And my insurance company came through, going to cut me a big fat check on my fire that I had at the thing. So great day all around. We see BX breaking out. It started the other day though. So if you notice, we saw it. It had been simmering. And now we're getting all the technicals. Can we push up? I definitely think at some point on BX. I don't know if this is the push, but I definitely think we can easily push back up into this 200, right? And if you're with the Money Flow gang, we talk about this being what we call the bread and butter. I call it bread and butter. Sometimes you'll hear me refer to it as a B&B trade. And it's when you get a quality large cap stock that pays a dividend trading below the 200 day. You wait for the money flow setup. Its money flow rules apply, but we're waiting for this sell off and then the sideways below the 200. When that happens, it's a magical thing, man. I've almost never seen it fail. Let me give you an example. Look at Dow. Look at Dow. Look at Dow. Bangs the 200. Anytime you get a big cap stock that falls. Now, when you do if you're doing the what I call the bread and butter trade, there are no stop losses, okay? So I would have been buying here, would have bought here, we would have bought again here. You only do this if it's undervalued, okay? And the target is always the 200. And it may take some time. Bam. And I could show you chart after chart after fucking chart after fucking chart, thousands of charts, where if you get a blue chip stock trading undervalue that sets up in a stage one, it is pulled to this line. It's called reversion to the mean, man. Reversion to the mean, meaning prices go too high, prices go too low, because the market moves based on fear and greed, not based on logic. And it's always trying to find that equilibrium of value and price. So if we go let's look on Morningstar and do a fundamental check on it. Let's see what is the fundamental value of this company. Now, what this means is if you were going to write a check and buy the whole damn thing, look, it's still 20% undervalued. So they got a $65 fair value target on it. Look where we're at. You see how that was a no-brainer trade? Pays a fat 7% dividend yield, trading way below the 200. Those are easy all day, man. Those are easy all day. They're easy all day. Yeah, we're going to talk about Tesla because I've been stepping into it. I was a little early, but sorry, I'm just looking through some questions here. Current B&B trades that you could still get into. Check out Cube. Putting a message in. You need a home to trade with, man. Come join us. It's not about alerts and signals and all that. I do alert people, but usually I'm just trying to explain to you how I use my book, man. It's not so much for you necessarily. That may not be the right stock for you or the right fit, but it's showing you how I use the money flow. So any alerts that I send or posts that you see me do, like in Discord, it's just me doing this, me using this around the fundamental value of a company. So if we look at something like Campbell's real quick, you're not going to hear me talk anything about Campbell's much anymore. Why? Because now it's fair. It's actually trading at a premium. So if you were going to write a check to buy the whole damn company, it would cost you, they're saying $55 a share. Well, if we come over here and look at Campbell's, this is one we've been building for a couple of years now. Where's it trading? $55. Where's the or 56? Where did the money flow say to trim some? Right here. It's like fucking magic. I don't know what to call it. So I would downsize this and allocate this money to things trading probably below the 200 that are undervalued, that have a higher dividend yield. And I call that rolling money forward, which allows me to have a 5-6% dividend yield on a portfolio of 117 stocks. I just blew all of your fucking minds because none of you have 117 stocks with a dividend yield of 5.5%. I'd be shocked if any of you do. And these aren't 5% dividend stocks, by the way, guys. Meaning, when I'm buying it, is way down here, baby. So I'm not buying Campbell's for a 2% up here. No. It's got to be undervalued. That's called cost on yield, meaning the lower I can get it, the higher my return, right? So I don't have a 2% on Campbell's. Mine is more like 5.5 or 6. Does that make sense? But you got to have time in the saddle. to make that work to your advantage, man. Let's see. All right. Somebody said Hanesbrands is finally moving. And here's what will happen if you roll with GP for a minute. This will get going, it'll get up here, and you'll look back and be like, man, I should have bought a lot more. But when you had a chance, you were a little bitch, so you didn't. You were like, oh, it's going down. I can't buy it, man. When's it going to go up, Gerald? And it's like, we don't want it to go up, man. I want this shit to stay down for like 2-3 years. I'm trying to get man-sized positions, not little baby. Oh, you guys got a little baby position. I'm going to get me 100 share. I'm trying to get 10,000. I'm trying to get fucking rich, man. I don't know what you guys are doing. So I can't do that if I'm buying baby shares, and I can't do that if I need stocks to go up, man. If stocks go up, I can't make no money. You ever heard of money? You make the money at the buy? Oh, it takes a maturity level to understand that. So look at Starbucks now. Spent years buying this. I can't make no money with Starbucks now. Look at this shit. So now the trade's fucked up. You're like, what do you mean? Meaning it's fair value, man. There ain't nothing here. So if I come over to Starbucks, I was accumulating on this for years. Let's see. Now it ain't worth. Now what good is it to me? I'm going to keep it, and it'll track the market, but it's not undervalued anymore. It's currently trading at a 1% discount. That doesn't do anything for me. Okay? So when did we want it? Way down here. Way below the 200. Money's made at the buy, guys. Money's made at the guy. Oh, we don't need Zim to rip. That's what I'm trying to tell you, man. Listen to what I'm saying. I need that stock to stay down for 2 or 3 years, man. I don't want that shit breaking out. The money flows are fractal. Fractal's a never-ending pattern. Fractals are infinitely complex patterns that are self-similar across different scales. They are created by repeating a simple process over and over again in an ongoing feedback loop. Driven by recursion, fractals are images of dynamic systems. And that's what the money flow is. Money flow is a dynamic system. It's a fractal pattern. And it's fractal in the sense that, let's look at the TQ. Now, I did this today to show you guys an example. If you're going to be a short-term trader, that's fine. I make fun of day traders because it's hard. I'm going to be honest, it's hard. But if you got a little maturity and you can understand the fractal pattern. So if you're looking at this is the TQ, which is the triple leveraged QQQ. So if you go to Discord, go to the Fast Money Trade section. And I posted in there, and I just wanted people to see this. So if I'm looking at this, that's a stage 1. Well, if we drop it down to a 1-hour chart, if I was short-term trading, what is it? Well, now you get to see the dynamics of the stage 1, right? We got support and resistance here, right? But let's say we're trading even shorter than that. Say you're trying to snag a little money, man. Okay, so let's drop it to the 15-minute. What do you see? Big move, 1640 to 1720. So go in Discord, go over to the Fast Money Trade section, and I was showing you that, and when I would do a lot of short-term trading, look, you see the fractal pattern? It's a little jumpy because we're on the TQ. And you're going to get gaps on these smaller ones. That's just the way it works. Not much sideways, down, sideways, up, sideways, down, sideways, up. So you see that? It's not perfect, but that's the money flow. Sideways, up, sideways, down, sideways. So if you're looking at a 15-minute, right? There's our tick. There's our cross, there's our cross, there's our pivot point, price is above the 5, you enter, we're out, stage 3. That's called day trading, guys. Not easy to do, easier to say than it is to do. This is a stage 3, and what? This will pull back, it has to. So if you drop down to a daily, it doesn't look like much happened. But the shorter you're trading in that one bar, is a whole world because it's fractal, man. It's fractal. Just like money, you could buy 1 share or 1 million. The time is fractal as well, man. Where a lot of you guys mess up when you're trying to day trade, you're all over the place like crackheads. You're like this, that, this, that, this, that. Let me get this stock, that stock. Like you can't do that. You got to trade one fucking thing and master it and watch it every day and wait with patience and discipline. Wait for the setup, take the loss, hit your targets, and just do it day after day after day after day after day, man. One fucking thing. That's the way most people who short-term trade do well. They're not running scans and all over the place chasing 50 stocks. It's one stock or a very few number. And if that interests you, play it, man, but practice it with one thing. Don't be trying to chase 100 things. Now, when we get into swing trading, like right now, remember I put a thing that I was adding to TQ. This is setting up for a swing trade. If you're on the daily, right? Same thing. You'd break out, your target would be up here around 22. And that would be the pattern. You can see it on the daily, man. Sideways, up, sideways, down, sideways, up, and then it'll go sideways. Look, man, sideways, up, this one got pulled, right? Down. So it's like, how do you want to use it? That's what it's all about. Yeah, practice on one thing, man. One thing. Like you could do Q's there. Let's look at the S&P. One thing. So many people want to do short-term trading. That's fine. I usually try to talk people out of it because I don't think you have the time in. If you got the time in, you understand how the market moves, you understand interest rates in the 11 sectors, and like if you understand all this shit and you've been in for a minute, play with it, whatever. But you're going to have to drop your time down. There's your 1 hour. Right now, look, when you get down in your 15-minute, now you can look at these moves, man. Look, man, God damn, I got to come to your house and hold your hand and look at this. You don't see this? You don't see this fractal pattern, man? Look at these. And look what happens when it bangs the RSI down. What happens? Bangs the RSI down, bangs the RSI down. What happens here? Bangs the RSI. What's probably going to happen? It's probably going to go down. Might not. Might keep going. Don't matter. Got in the trade, got out of the trade, made your $1,000 or whatever you were trying to make. That ain't going to happen if you don't have some kind of maturity level and you can't focus on one fucking thing. You got to stop chasing shit. Like you got to focus on one thing. One sector, whether, I used to know a guy that day traded Exxon. That was it. One stock. There's no trade. You don't take a trade. You don't go run off and buy some other shit. So you see how the money flow is, in my opinion, that's how I see everything through it, man, the lens. And in my buy and hold, I'm seeing it that way too, right? So if this was a long-term chart, I'd be looking at trimming right here, right? Previous high, hit the RSI. That is the money flow pattern right here as we're looking at it, right here. This is the money flow pattern. You're like, well, that's $385. I know. Let's say it was the U Pro. There you go. So today when it broke out, it was $32 and it ran up to $31. So what is that, a $1.50 move, $1.40 move? And that's the money flow. That is this right here. And it's fractal, like we were just saying. Fractal's never-ending pattern. Fractal's infinitely complex, self-similar across different scales, time scales. And you could back it up. You go to a weekly. So you just got to make sure you're using the right time for the thing you're trying to do, whatever it is you're trying to accomplish. Says, I bought Starbucks around 75, sold it around 100. RSI seemed to warrant it. Yeah, I would question you on that. I know a lot of guys that bought Amazon at 100, sold it at 300 like they were geniuses and watched it go to 4,000. Don't cut yourself off from making 1,000% just because you made 100%. You get what I'm saying? So what'll happen is Starbucks will digest this, and I'm just using this as an example. Starbucks. What's up, Dan? I got Dan into Starbucks. Dan's not even a stock trader. I called Dan and said, Dan, you need to buy some Starbucks. I don't know if you remember, Dan, what was the price of Starbucks when I said, hey, buy some Starbucks? Sometimes I do that to my friends. I'm like, don't ask why, man. Just do it. Just go click the damn button and buy some, and we'll talk later. Because sometimes the setups are so obvious to me. It's such an obvious setup. It's like, I got to tell people. I think we got, where were you in the 70s, Dan? Had to have been in the 70s. It had to have been down in below the 200, or I don't think I would have told you about it. And Dan's not even Morningstar doesn't cover Zim. Let's talk about Zim real quick. Zim is a highly risky position. If you can't take it going to zero, get the fuck out today. Now, do I think it'd go to zero? No, no. I'm steadily buying. I'm steadily buying. Okay, but this is a very volatile stock. There are no analysts that cover it. I cover it more than anybody else. But the dividend yield is incredible. They're paying out 30% of all earnings to shareholders. There's not that many shares. One guy owns 21% of the company. He's collected over $1 billion in dividends in the last year. $1 billion. He only put 400 million in. So this company has made a lot of people a lot of money. And I think it's going to continue to do that. So I'm accumulating. I'm going to try to get to 1,000 shares, and then I'm going to let it ride. But it's a very volatile stock. So don't be stupid and have like 20% of your account in this one stock because of the dividend. You got to have discipline and rules, okay? Don't let it get over positioned or oversized. Back to what I was saying on Starbucks, what will happen is now it's trading at a premium, but they'll digest that. Sales will increase, and then they will raise the profit target, and then it'll go back to being undervalued. And then on the next sell-off, we'll look to getting back in the game and start picking them up again, man. That's how that'll play out. So don't always get out of something just because you made a lot of money. That's actually kind of a dumb reason to get out of a stock because you made a lot of money. You want to trim it and then hold it because it can double, triple, quadruple, and just keep going. Any thoughts on utility stock D? Yeah, we've been in D. This is a bread and butter trade. And it's working like it should, man. It's a utility stock. It's not going to fly. There's a lot of problems. This company is worth $74 a share, I believe. 74, 75. Let's check real quick. So this is one of our B&B trades. 78. If you look at the 200-day moving average, it's at 74. I know you guys like the D. Yeah, this is a no-brainer, man. Just, it's past a buy point here. You can't add to it here. It's past the 20. These were our buy points right in here and then over in here. So if it comes back down, keep buying. We're just going to hold it and see. The stock was Zim, Z-I-M. Did some research. I went and found on DS. Oh, Drive Shack. Some of you guys act like that's the first time a girl kissed you or something, man. Stocks go to zero, by the way, sometimes. If that hurts your feelings, find a new fucking hobby. They go down. DS, you should have received OTC shares. I still have mine. Plan on buying some more soon. I'm just waiting for some confirmation from the company. Still a buyout candidate. I got a lot of Zim, man. But don't worry about how much I got. You need to test your own risk parameters because it could go down. Again, it's a very risky stock, man. You didn't get hurt by Drive Shaft, man. You better toughen up, man. You're a grown man. It was an electronic number that went down. Take your ass back to work, make some more money, and go buy another one. Take it to zero, man. Stop being a little. That's going to happen. I've had at least 7 go to zero, and I've also had one do 5,500%, by the way. That makes up for a lot of losers. Closed-end funds. Let's check in on those real quick. Breakout. Look at this. This thing pays a 13% dividend yield. 13%. 13. Your mama ain't ever got paid 13% on anything. And she could have got it here and you didn't bother to tell her. Look at these money flow patterns, man. Look at these. 13%. So we started adding these when they dropped below the 200-day moving average. We're going to buy all the stage ones. And when this thing goes up, my return will be like 20% a fucking year. How is this impossible? This is insane. It's not insane, Brandon, on the brand. You need to go read the fucking earnings. Go read the earnings statement. Go read them and understand how it works, man. Sometimes I'll show that stock to people like, well, 130% dividend yield, that's not possible. Yeah, it is. Go read it. Go see what they're doing. Go read the quarterly statements. You'll see why. Because the company's making a shit ton of money and they ain't got no debt. There's only 120 million shares. One guy owns like fucking 38 million of them. So I'm staying away from them. It's too good to be true. You don't know shit. You ain't read it. You don't know the statement. You ain't researched it. I got like 30 fucking hours into studying that stock. So you stay away, man. Maybe you ever heard like sometimes God says you entertain angels unaware, meaning people show up in your life to bring you something, but you can't receive it because you got filters on. So I could have been sending you something, but it's too dangerous for me, Gerald. Gerald, it might go down. I don't want to put any money in it if it goes down. What will my wife think of me? What will my friends think of me? I've collected $7.20 a share on that stock in the last two payments. They're paying the dividend with profits. 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 So the board has a philosophy. Now, they could change it. They could change it. But the board is paying out 30% of all profits in the form of a dividend. They have no debt, and they're only paying 30% of profits. So what does that leave? 70 fucking percent that the company keeps. So with the 30%, the dividend yield is 130%. Crazy, right? Damn near 60 worth 4 million. Act like you're the shit. Humble yourself. Oh, I'm sorry. Are we starting this so early? I already got a heckler this year. It's only the 6th, man. I got to humble myself on my own goddamn show? God damn, bro. I think I'd humble myself if I was on your show, but since you don't have a fucking show, how can I do that? We're on my show. You're going to give me advice on my show. And you're going to comment on my stock picks on my goddamn show, and I'm supposed to humble myself. Oh. Oh my God. He done brought out the old GP, man. So you're on my show in front of my followers. I've done, I don't know, at least 30 hours of research on it. And you're going to drop a negative comment. You ain't done shit on research. You don't know shit. You've done zero fucking research. And I'm supposed to humble myself. Hey guys, if I humble myself, stop following me, okay? Because if you know what you're talking about, it ain't being humble. It's called knowing shit. Stage 1, 2, 3, 4, and now we're breaking out over here with USA. Last day to add, if you want to write it up, man. Last day to add to write it up. 13% yield, closed-end fund, great stock. Let's see. Nope, not going to get mad. I promised this year I would not get mad. Let's see. All right, let's talk about Tesla. I'm going to do it as humbly as possible. All right, guys. Let's see. Humble as possible. Let's look at the actual stock and then I'll show you a leverage way to play it. You need to humble yourself, Gerald. Just because you have 160,000 followers, written 7 books, and worth $4 million, haven't had a job since you're 30. Don't talk about those things. You need to humble yourself and be more humble. So we're looking at Tesla. We started adding yesterday. I know I had some doubters in the beginning when it opened down. They were like, Gerald, what are you doing? Don't worry about it. This is stage one. Told you that yesterday. This is the bottom. And you say, well, maybe it won't. Well, then it won't be. But right now, it's the bottom. There's our anchor point. We dropped below it and we came right back. That confirms it. Extremely bullish, in my humble opinion. As I humble myself before you. Maybe I could grovel. Maybe I could beg you. Please click like. Please click like. Let's see. It jumped right back in the box. Told you it was going to do that, man. I didn't know, but all the technicals look set up for it. So Tesla looks like this is a bottom, man. In my humble opinion, this is a bottom. Could be wrong. We're buying it. Here's a leverage trade. And I was telling you, I know a lot of people were doing long dated options. That's one way to do it. Here's a way to do it without the risk of option expiration. And this is a 1.5 leveraged fund to Tesla. So every dollar is going to get you $1.50. So there is slight leverage. And as you're seeing here, it tracks the chart perfectly. There was our anchor point. We broke it at the open, but we've come back. So we're in the box. We got a stage one box. Yeah, we're not above the 5 yet. That sucks. But all the technicals are humbly moving higher. So we're seeing. I don't know. Looks like a bottom to me. So as I look at this pattern, I look at this. Stage 4 decline, anchor point, price starts to go sideways, sets up for all kinds of trades. Now, if you're a day trader, let's drop the time down. See what it looks like on a 1 hour chart. You're getting a breakout, right? So where's your previous high? $6. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Nice turnaround. I know you guys were doubting me. So let's check the 15-minute. Now, in my humble opinion, there's your stage one box. So if I'm day trading this, there's where the MACD turn. There's my pivot point. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's my buy zone. 1,000 shares, you're up $340 today. I'd be getting ready to close this out because if the IRS hits 70, I don't know, I might close it out now if I was day trading it. But you see how that's a fractal pattern, right? This is the money flow, man. You see the money flow pattern. Look at this hell of a short here, huh? Jeez. Yeah, I would be long Tesla here. I like it, man. Anyway, we've been using this. Might not be the bottom. I'm going to play it as if at the bottom because this is what they look like when it that's up. Let's see. Let's see. Michael said reverse split. They had to do a reverse split, sir. If they didn't do a reverse split, they would be kicked off the exchange because you can't be on the NASDAQ when you're trading at like 20 cents. So what a lot of these, that's what I thought DS was going to do. I thought they were going to do a reverse split and try to stay. They didn't. That's what happens. You know, total shit show. That's what happens, man. When you these smaller stocks, these penny stocks, these if you're doing small crypto coins, if you're doing anytime it's smaller, yeah, it's time to buy Tesla. You run a risk, man. You think it's bottom, BGFV. Yeah, there you go. Good eye. Good eye, young grasshopper. I mean, look at this, dude. Look at this pattern. Extreme to extreme, right? Amazing. Yeah, beautiful pattern. I don't know anything about this stock. Tesla going sub 100 next week. I'm a fortune teller. I know the future. It is not, bro. Fuck out of here. It's the money flow, man. That's an anchor point. Price going sideways. Now, could it go down? Yeah, but I play the money flow every fucking trade, every fucking day, every fucking week, every month. Same thing, in and out, regardless of opinion. So, and that through repetition is what has helped me a lot. So I have no opinion of where stocks are going. I leave that for people with opinions, which you know what they say opinions are like. In my humble opinion, I don't think you know shit, sir. You don't have no fucking clue where it's going. You're just guessing. Flip a coin, maybe you'll be right. But this is a stage one for me. Very well could, though. Can only do three things: go up, go down, go sideways. Let's see. Oh, EP. Let's check out EP for this young lady. Yeah, you're breaking out here. You're breaking out, man. You're breaking out. Well, I like these. Man, this thing flows nice too. Yeah, you're breaking out. Let's see what it's worth though. Check on EP. It's really a laggard too, man. No, I'm just messing with you, bro. It might go down. Fuck, I don't know, man. I don't know where it's going. EP, I'm just trading my pattern, man. That's all I do. I trade my pattern. EP, undervalued, 25% discount. Yeah, what does it say? $15 fair value. Look where the 200 day is, $15. It's amazing how many times that happens. And then when it got up here, it was trading overvalued. The RSI is extreme. It pulls back. Now it's undervalued. It'll go up. In this game, this little dance, if you just understood what I said, I just explained the whole fucking stock market to you. Like, that's it, man. Now you got it. Yep, you're doing good. I would hold EP there. You're undervalued. I would look to take some down around $15. RSI will probably be extreme. That'll be a stage three. That's the money flow. Beautiful, man. Yeah, we'll check in on Apple, man. Then we'll get out of here. Yep, stage one breakout. This is a very popular stock with day traders as well. So if you were watching this come down and you thought you hit your pivot point, which is your bottom, which would have been right here, then you would have dropped down to lower time frame to start looking to catch that move. Let's go to the hourly. It's about what I figured the other ones look like. And if you go to the 15-minute, bam, day trade's over. It'd be over. Here's where you opened, bam, bam, boom, everything crossed, bam, target, RSI is extreme, you're out. Why didn't you guys do that? Think all the dumb shit you were doing today. Could have just done that. Let's see. So yeah, if you're trying to short, if you're trying to go shorter, get down there with, limit the stocks you're following. Get 4 or 5. There it is. Just stick with them, man. A lot of big fives around my area, and I've never seen a car in a parking lot. Not sure how they've been in business since I was a kid. Oh, maybe it's a money laundering screen. Why don't you day trade, GP? Because I'm busy working, bro. Doing other things, man. I'm a humble social media influencer. Oh, you're good, bro. I'm a humble social media influencer. I'm a humble. I got to be humble now. That guy told me to be humble. I'm a humble property owner. I humbly. BFE has no debt and can pay a fat dividend. Cool. No, man. I mean, I write books. I got courses. I got to follow the entire market. I'm following 200 stocks. Putting out a newsletter. Man, I got 17 properties to manage Airbnbs. Now you want me to fucking day trade too? Is there anything else I can do for you? Some of us got to work, man. But no, we didn't block him, man. He's all right. He just met me, man. He doesn't know me, man. But you could, and if you are, and I got a lot of friends that day trade. Most of the ones that I know that do well, guys, they only trade a couple things. They're not all over the place. They're trading the same stocks, same indexes, same thing. They trade Apple or the Nasdaq or one of them. They just trade one or two things, and that's it. And the rest are swing trades. And separate that from your buy and hold. And I mean, it's genius. Like separate it, keep your buy and hold separate, and trade in your different account. You can't go wrong, man. Thank you, GP. I'm humbled to have you with us. Humble. I don't even know why that guy said that. What was I saying? It sounded arrogant. I don't know. I thought I was teaching my class. If I didn't teach it with a little bit of arrogance, I don't know why anybody would listen. God damn. If I didn't believe it, don't listen to me. If I don't believe it, don't listen to me. Shit, don't listen to any influences. Don't believe what they're saying. That don't make sense. If he don't seem a little bit arrogant about what he did, like don't listen to him. Do you still use tip range for references? Yeah, sometimes. I like Morningstar better. Do you still own ETRN? Yeah, you guys don't seem to know how it works, brother. I'm going to own it till I die. I'm going to own ETRN until I die. Means forever. They're going to pay me a lot of fucking money, bro. Why would I get rid of a stock that pays me 8 to 10% when I could just collect money my whole life? Do I still own it, man? Of course I own it. Let's see. Did I lose internet? ETRN. It's like, Gerald, do you still own a stock that just pays you money to own it? Hell yeah, man. So we've been accumulating on all these stage ones. Look at this. What a no-brainer. Comes below the 200, 9% dividend yield, 50% undervalued. Bam, hits the 200. Comes down again. Bam, it's going to hit that 200. I haven't added to GLV or USA lately because I got about 35,000 in them. So once I get enough money in them, I kind of just stop for a while to focus on other things. So if you own something that like you saw me talking about and I'm not buying, it doesn't necessarily mean it's not a good buy. Like I got enough of it and I'm trying to manage a portfolio of stocks. And sometimes I see better deal. Like maybe I'm good. I got a bunch, I bought a bunch over here. So coming over here, I got, but if you're still accumulating, then yeah, I would start banging on these stage ones, man. So remember, you got to play your portfolio and what your game and your time frame. Let's look at Amazon real quick, and then I'll get out of here, man. It's Mardi Gras time. You guys need a place to trade? Come trade with us. I'm not very humble though, so if you're hoping that I will be when you get to disc, I'm not. Yeah, I love this. This Amazon. This is the stage one. This is set up great. Technicals on the daily is fine. It's like this is a buy. I mean, for the way we look at it with the money flow, check the hourly. It's already moving up. I bet this would have smashed as a short-term trade. Let's see. What's up? My internet's tripping, man. Yeah. So this is on a short term. Now, let me give you a way to do Amazon, AMZU, 1.5 leverage. It's not a lot of leverage, but it's leverage. Let's put that on a daily. It's not a lot, though. I don't know why my thing is moving so goddamn slow. So instead of paying $80-something a share, this is $13. It's leveraged, though, 1.5%, meaning a dollar that you would have put in Amazon is buying you $1.50. That means to the downside, it's $1.52. Okay, so keep that in mind. But if you have a small account and you want to trade Amazon, it's kind of hard. But at $13, and you're getting a bump of a point, half a 50 cent on every dollar, could be a nice trade. And you could day trade these or short term swing trade these if you wanted to. So yeah, I like this setup. I like this AMZU too. By the way, this would be a great spot to do it. If or regular Amazon, that's fine too. I'm just showing people with smaller accounts alternative ways to trade these other than options where they're going to time decay. There's no time decay on this. So even if you mess it up and it comes down, you don't have to sell them. I mean, where if it's an option, you're going to go to zero. If you don't get it right, it's going to go to zero. That's not the case with this. So something to keep in mind there, man. TSLL, AMZU. These are alternatives to Tesla and Amazon. They have one for Google too, man. If you don't want to pay $80, they got one for Google that's a 1.5. I wouldn't put those in your buy and hold because they're leveraged. I'd put the regular shares in my buy and hold, but if I was swing trading, I would use these. Day trading, swing trading, any of that kind. Yeah, I think the bottom's in for the market, and the reason I say why, because it was so obvious we were going down. When everyone agrees, it's probably not where you're going. Keep that in mind, man. Always go different than the crowd, man. Let's see. Let's get SWK, and I'll get out of here, man. Yeah, it's breaking out. You got a lot of resistance here, though, at the 84 level, man. I don't know if you get through there, but I'm sure it's undervalued, too. Interesting, man. Well, man, that's about all I got today. I think we got a great day. I tried to be positive. I had a heckler, got me a little off my thing there. I will be safe tonight. Going the Joan of Arc parades tonight. Yeah, big breakout by Amgen. Those dogs of the Dow are so simple, man. If you lay the money flow over the dogs of the Dow, it's so simple. If you need a place to trade, man, hit me up, text me. You got to own my book first. First and foremost, you got to have the book, man. We'd love to have you. We have a great group in Discord of there's a lot of great traders in there, but besides me, I'm sure there's some in there better than me. There's people doing other things. They like to talk. We got a whole sections on just buy and hold, real estate. A lot of good people in there. They're happy to help you along the way, man. So if you're looking for a like-minded group, hit us up. Hit us up. What's up, Whipple? We'd love to work with you, man. Yeah, man, that's it. So I'll see you guys in Discord, and we'll see how we go into the close here. If you like doing shorter trades, post them in that fast money section on Discord when you get in them. And it's not so much to follow each other; it's just kind of lets people see it, and then they can keep an eye on. They can see the pattern, and they'll go, "Oh, okay, cool. I see why you did that." Because it's not about you copying someone; it's about you being equipped to do it yourself, man. And most of the time, once you've been in with me a minute, like you already know what's up. By the time I text you, you already did it. Like you knew what was up. You knew what to do. And that's where we're trying to get, man. All right. You guys be good. I appreciate you. What's up? Whoa. What the hell? What's up, YouTube? Anybody in YouTube have a stock? I didn't see it. I only got one monitor when I'm here in New Orleans. It's hard for me to see them. See, let me know if you can still join for a call today. Yeah, see, I was going to get back to you. I had two contractors at the house, so I got a little sidetracked, man. I was just checking in with you, bro. I wanted to hear an update on your house. Started a forward position today. Plug should start moving. I hope, man. Plug's tied in with the EV trades, connected with Tesla. Yeah, it's a breakout right now. Goddamn. Nice. Your buy was right here, dude. Once you learn this pattern, that is your buy right there. Matter of fact, if you time this right, I wouldn't add any shares after this. What a beautiful swing trade, man. Yep. Plug is one we've had a lot of good luck with, man. I like it. Hopefully the volume was good. I can't tell if my volume's going up or down. I got to do a practice one. PTL breaking down good quality fast food company. There you go. It's one to watch. I don't know that one. Did they report earnings or something? PTLO. Oh, nice. PTLO. Let's check their value on it. PTLO. All right, they got it at a 32% discount. Below the 200. It must be a new company. This is a new one, right? This must be a newer company. It's only a year old or so as far as publicly traded. Major Meals, if you're in Discord, man, kind of keep dropping that in there so we can keep an eye on it. All right, man, I appreciate you guys. Anything I can do for you, let me know. Hit me up on DM, text message, any of that good stuff. God bless. Jam on the way out, man. Run through some charts here.